What's happening, everyone? This is Greg Kononenko, and in this video today we're going to be talking about how to make money on YouTube with super simple videos. On this channel I put out regular tutorials about making money online, affiliate marketing and traffic generation. So hit that subscribe button just below this video, as well as the little bell notification icon to make sure that you get a real-time update as soon as I put out my next video. So how does the whole method actually work? So I'm going to show you everything step by step. Don't go anywhere. It's not going to take very long. Basically what it involves is making super simple videos. There is nothing complicated, no complicated explanations, topics or software involved whatsoever. Okay, and there are two ways that I'm going to show you how you can make money from those videos. You're going to get views and you're going to make money from YouTube ads. Okay, so that's like a very basic, very simple way of making money through YouTube. And as a bonus, there is also an additional way to monetize those videos that I'm going to show you. You can rent out these videos and charge anywhere from $20 to $500 per month per video. So clearly you can see that it's very easy to scale this up to a really good income. Just in case you're wondering whether YouTube can actually make good money, it absolutely can. I started YouTube just over a year ago, about 15 months ago. And at that point in time, I had 0 subscribers. I had maybe a couple of hundred subscribers at that point in time. I was making nothing. Now, YouTube is actually not my full-time business. You know, I do other things and YouTube is just one of the many things that I actually do. However, you can see that even for a part-time business, you know, I made in the last 28 days, I made 1,839 just from YouTube ads revenue. There is also a lot of other affiliate sales that I'm making from YouTube. I'm building my list and so on. So YouTube is awesome. If you're not doing YouTube yet, I highly recommend it. And in this video, I'm going to show you one of the simplest ways to get started. Before we get into the details, I'm doing something new on this video. So just comment below YouTube money, just put in those 2 words for a chance to win a shout out on my next video to your channel or website. Okay, from the first 200 comments, I will pick one winner from the first 200 comments. And in my next video, I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm going to put a link either to your channel or to your website in my description. And I'm also going to give you a verbal shout out on my next video. Cool. So comment below now, and then let's get into the details. All right. So what is the method that I'm going to teach you today? It involves these steps here. So you will need to find low competition keywords. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. Next, you will need to create a video. Like I said, the video is going to be super simple and each video will bring between kind of 500 to 3,000 views a month. All right. And it is easy to do. It's not unheard of. I'm going to show you how to find these low competition keywords that are super simple to rank for. And then there are 2 ways that you're going to make money from these views. Okay, you're going to enable ads, and also, like I mentioned, there is that bonus where you can rent out that video to a suitable client. So the first thing that we're going to look at is how to find those low competition keywords. I'm going to use this example. Okay, we're going to be going after local keywords, and we're just going to find what people are searching for in Sydney. Clearly, you can see that you can repeat it in Melbourne, in New York, in Las Vegas, in London, in wherever. So the opportunity for this kind of method is unlimited. You know, there are tens of hundreds of thousands of cities around the world, and you can actually do it for all of the cities. Okay, but let's work through the example here. For keyword research, we're going to be using this free tool called Ubersuggest. Just type in Ubersuggest into Google, click the first result that comes up, and then what you will want to do is you will want to come into this box here and type in best in Sydney. You can do this with any city you want. I'm just using Sydney as an example because that's where I live. So best in Sydney, and then click search and see what the results are that come up. So you're going to get a screen that will look similar to this. What you want to do is click on the left hand side, keywords ideas. By the way, this tool is 100% free, so you don't need to pay. And as you can see, what we've got is different things that people type in that involve the words best in Sydney. Okay, like best restaurants in Sydney, best burgers in Sydney, best breakfast in Sydney, best cafes in Sydney. Okay, cool. So right here, we've got some amazing keywords. Look at this one, 27,100 searches per month that people make for best restaurants in Sydney. That's amazing. That's a very high volume keyword. Okay, however, you will find, because it is a local, what's called a local keyword, it has low competition. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So let's take this keyword, best restaurants in Sydney, and let's put it into YouTube. Or as many of my American friends have corrected me in my previous videos, I should say YouTube. So YouTube or YouTube. Okay, so let's put that in here. And let's analyze what we actually got. So for best restaurants in Sydney. Okay, now guys, don't forget that, okay, this search volume that we got here, 27,100, that's for the whole of Google network. A lot of people will search on Google for it, but a lot of people, I can't give you an exact percentage, but you know, probably 20, 30, 40% of that search volume will actually come from YouTube, because a lot of people are using YouTube as their default search engine. It's crazy. Okay, but the good thing is that we actually have very low competition. I'll walk you through the results that we've got here. Look, the top results that we're getting for best restaurants in Sydney actually don't have that exact phrase, best restaurants in Sydney, anywhere in the title. So what does that tell me? That actually tells me that the competition for this is really, really low, because YouTube has to rank videos that don't have best restaurants in Sydney in the title. It has to rank or show other videos that don't have this particular keyword, all right, for this search. So what that tells me is if you make a video and you, in the title, you mention best restaurants in Sydney, you will actually have an extremely high chance of ranking in the top, probably in the top 3 for best restaurants in Sydney. The other reason why I know this is because if you look here, there are some channels that are ranking on the page 1 that only have 423 subscribers, 2,862, 1,391 subscribers. So they're weak channels. I mean, they're channels that don't have a large following, all right? And they also made a video that does not have best restaurants in Sydney in the title. So if your channel is also kind of, you know, just a beginner channel that doesn't have a lot of subscribers yet, if you make a targeted video about best restaurants in Sydney, you're going to have an extremely high chance of ranking on page 1. That's the most important thing to understand here at the moment. So let's just recap what we've found so far. We've gone and we've typed in best in Sydney, okay, just best in Sydney. We found a keyword with 27,700 monthly searches. That's very high volume. It's a really, really good search volume and low competition. Now the videos that are on page 1 are actually getting big view numbers. Let me show you. You can see this video here at the top in a year has had 12,000 views, okay? This video has had 2.4 million views. This video has had 5.8 thousand views in 9 months. So they seem to be getting, this one has actually had 65,000 views in 6 months. Okay, so that one has been getting about 10,000 views a month, and they don't really have that many subscribers even. This video at the top has had 1,000 views per month. So your video, once it's up there in the top 2 or 3, you're actually going to be able to get anywhere from 500 to 1,000 or more views a month just for this keyword, for this one video. So it's big view numbers, big opportunity here. And that's just for one keyword. Imagine how many other keywords you can go for in Sydney as well as in all other cities around the world. And this works in any niche, okay? You can focus on these local kind of terms, and you can do it with cafes, restaurants, plumbers, lawn mowing services, anything you want. That can be the focus of your channel, right? You can either go after a specific location or after specific types of either businesses or, you know, things in different locations. For example, even here, just with Sydney, you've got best burgers in Sydney, best bars in Sydney, best breakfast in Sydney, best cafes in Sydney. They're literally, you know, there are limitless opportunities for this. So how do you actually make the money? All right, there are the steps involved here. You create a video, you upload that video, create special tags. I'm going to show you in just a second. You're going to have a great chance of ranking because the competition is so small. You will also monetize it with ads, and as a bonus, you can also approach a good business, right? So if this video is going to be about best restaurants in Sydney, after you've got the views, you can actually approach a good restaurant and you can agree with them a monthly price to put a link to their website in the description. Now, this is optional, right? You can just make your money from ads like I am now. But there's actually a very good opportunity. If your video starts getting a lot of views, you can also kind of rent out a link from the description to a local business. So there are two ways that you can make money from this. Let's break it down step by step. Step one, how do you actually create a video? All right, well, let's go with this restaurant example. So just talk in your video, talk about the 3 best restaurants. All right, that's only going to take you maybe 6, 8, 10 minutes or something like that of footage. Just pick 3 best restaurants in Sydney and actually talk about them. Okay, it's very, very simple. You can use a program that I've noted here called Caffeinated. It's got a free version. Obviously, you're more than welcome to use any other program that you want. And do a video similar to the style that what you're watching here now. You can just do a webcam in the corner. Caffeinated allows you to do that. And then share screen, you know, maybe go through the different websites of the different businesses and talk a little bit about them. And at the end of the video, you can add this thing to say, for more restaurant recommendations, click the link in the description below. That will set it up so that you can sell that link later down the track. Now, like I said, this is optional. You don't have to do that, but it's a smart idea to do this because it gives you an extra way to monetize your videos. Don't forget that restaurants is just as an example. You can also do it about bars, cafes, coffee shops, dentists, plumbers, roofers, pest control services, etc., etc., etc. After you've created your video, you will need to upload the video and you will need to do these things here on the screen. I'm going to walk you through how you actually do this. Use the keyword, appropriate keyword in the title and in the description. Use relevant tags and you create a nice thumbnail. Let me show you quickly how to do this step by step. So you'll get to this screen, YouTube upload, and you will need to select a file to upload. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've uploaded a file here. You obviously would upload your own video that you've produced through Caffeinated or another program. And then let me show you how to enter basic information. So whichever keyword you're going for, you would just type that in to here. Something simple like that will be fine because your title is hyper targeted and you're going to outrank a lot of these other restaurants that are here because they just don't have these best restaurants in Sydney in their title. And then do the same thing in the description. So write a description that's approximately 500, maybe 200 to 400 words long. Okay, and then just type in a little bit more, kind of like a mini article, let's say 200 words. If you can type a little bit more, 300 words will be good in the description. That will give YouTube a good way to engage with your video and to figure out what your video is actually about. The next thing that you'll want to do is put in the tags. So you'll actually put that into the tags. Best restaurants in Sydney. Okay. Then you might want to give it tags such as restaurants, Sydney, best restaurants. Just add in whatever other tags are coming to mind to describe what the video is actually all about. Then I recommend to add it to some of the playlists, okay, or create a playlist, for example, called Best Restaurants or a playlist called Sydney. A good tip is to add each video to at least 3 to 4 different playlists because then in the future it will just tell YouTube that your videos are interconnected with each other. Lastly, I highly recommend to make a customized thumbnail. You can get ideas for the thumbnails from other thumbnails that you see on YouTube. They're very simple to do. You can actually use a program called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, to create this kind of thumbnails pretty easily and quickly. Once you've got your customized thumbnail uploaded, it's time to publish your video. Hit publish. Step 3, how do you actually rank and start getting the views? Well, it's pretty simple. If you've done all the other steps, then this part is taken care of all by itself. As long as the video is okay, you should rank, okay? Because there is no competition. There is literally nobody else competing for these terms, guys. I want to stress it. It's insanely easy to get traffic in these kind of keywords, okay? The keywords related to different, maybe large suburbs or regions or cities. Step 4, of course, is to make money. How do you actually monetize? Well, as you saw, I'm making quite good money every month, pretty much on autopilot, just from showing ads on my videos. And in order for you to get monetized, if your channel is brand new, you do need to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And after that, you can enable ads on all of your videos. Depending on where you are, if you're brand new to YouTube, it might take a little bit of time to actually get to those 1,000 subscribers. Don't despair, it's just a matter of putting it out. Some of my friends who started YouTube, literally a few months ago, they already got monetized and they're making really good money. So don't give up. Don't let that discourage you. You will hit those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you know it. A good tip for accumulating subscribers as fast as possible is to follow other YouTubers who have a lot of subscribers and check their call to actions at the start of the videos. How do they actually encourage people to subscribe? In my videos, I always open up all of my videos with a short introduction with what the video is going to be about. And then I actually have a little section where I say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to get new videos about blah, blah, blah and XYZ. Okay, so you can do something like that to accumulate subscribers as well. Now, this is a step about extra monetization. Like I said, it's completely optional. You can make money on YouTube with just ads, but if you want to make extra bit of money, this is an easy thing to do. Imagine if you have a video getting 1,000 views every single month and it's dedicated to best restaurants. If that's the case, you can speak to a cafe or restaurant, just make sure that you choose a good one, speak to the manager or owner there and agree your price. It could be even something like $20 a month or $50 a month. And tell them that, listen, I've got this YouTube video, or maybe I've got 5 YouTube videos about restaurants and cafes. They're all getting combined 5,000 views every single month. Would you like to be featured on that YouTube video? I can link to your cafe or restaurant from my description and you're going to get a certain amount of traffic per month. Just some rough numbers. I seem to get approximately 5% click-through rate. So if 1,000 people have watched my video, then generally about 50 people will click the link below the description. It can be higher, it can be lower. You will just need to track it yourselves. But for a lot of people in a lot of industries, this can be a very attractive proposition. And you know, you can start it low, just say, look, for $20 a month, you can be the featured recommendation on my video. So then what you would do after they have agreed, you can say in the description, you can put in the link, what is the best restaurant in Sydney, click here to find out, and then link to that person's website of that cafe or restaurant from the description. So you would then come back to the description of your video, okay, once you've landed that deal, and you can say something like this. What you would then want to do is come back to your video and get to the description area and edit the description a little bit to say best restaurants in Sydney. So you still want to have your keyword in there. But at the end, you'll want to add click here for our top recommendation. And that's going to be the link that you're going to sort of sell to that restaurant owner, okay? Because they will get a lot of traffic from this. And if you redirect this via your own tracking link, something like bit.ly or another link shortener like Pretty Link in WordPress, you will be able to tell exactly how many people have clicked this link so that you can communicate the stats to the restaurant owner. Once again, remember, this is a completely optional step. You can just stick with monetization via ads and not even worry about this kind of physical, contact, etc., because it can be a little bit overwhelming for some people. So how do you actually then scale and grow? Well, the more subscribers you get, the better rankings and more views you're going to get. So focus on growing your subscribers. You can cover in city in full. So if you go with the example of Sydney, you can talk about cafes, restaurants, pubs, bars, etc. in Sydney, then move on to another city. Do the same thing for Melbourne, then do the same thing for Brisbane. You don't need to go out and shoot all of the locations. You can just do your research online and make simple videos, jump on the different restaurants' websites and cover them that way. Remember, there is no competition. You're not competing with anyone. Okay, there are no other videos on YouTube that do the same thing as you're doing. So you're going to get good traffic from just these simple videos. Stick to local terms. There is no competition for them. It's extremely simple to do. And remember that approximately 1 in maybe out of 10 to 20 videos might go viral. These are the numbers that myself and a lot of my friends who do YouTube, we're seeing that a video will just take off and start getting a lot of views from recommended videos where it's not just people who search for it on YouTube who will come and watch your videos, but also your video will start popping up in a lot of places on the homepage or under related videos and so on, and your videos will go viral and start getting crazy amounts of views. Of course, it's not guaranteed, but I'm just letting you know that this is my experience and that's what's happened with me. If this sounds good and you would like to learn more about this model and you would like to scale this model to over 10,000 per month, then make sure that you click the link in the description and register for a free masterclass that we're holding, and you will learn everything that you need step by step to take this to a 10K per month level. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Greg Kononenko. This is my channel, Caffeinated Blogger. Do click that subscribe button just below this video and tick the bell notification icon to make sure that you get notified about my next video as soon as I upload it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.